Anyone who's spent time in Minecraft knows it's not quite as simple as it seems. The game's always changing, it's packed with weird updates, hidden surprises, and things that make you go, wait, what? Today, we're diving into 20 Minecraft facts that'll make you rethink your survival strategy and maybe your sanity. Seriously, just wait till you hear what Mojang's cat did to make the Nether sound terrifying. Number 1, Ghasts just got a serious makeover. So, you know how Ghasts have always been those big, floaty, crying marshmallows of the Nether that ruin your day with fireballs? Well, apparently Mojang decided they deserved a little redemption arc. In the Chase the Skies update, you can actually revive something called a Dried Ghast Block by hydrating it, and out pops a Ghastling, basically a baby Ghast. Now, if you feed the little guy snowballs, it grows into a happy Ghast, which, for once, doesn't scream at you or explode everything in sight. Instead, it lets you ride it around like your own personal floating cloud. Think of it as the Nether's weird version of a hot air balloon ride. That's not all, it gets even stranger, and kind of awesome. You can actually leash boats to your Ghast, meaning you can create your own flying caravan of floating boats. Number 2, armadillos. Nature's little dog, armor dealers. The armadillo is one of those mobs you didn't know you needed until you saw it. Found in savanna and badlands biomes, these shy little creatures curl up into a ball whenever something spooks them, whether it's a sprinting player, an undead mob, or just too much noise nearby. When they're calm, you can brush them to collect armadillo scutes, or sometimes they'll just drop them naturally over time. These scutes are super useful because they're what you need to craft wolf armor, a brand new protective gear that reduces damage for your loyal dog. You can even dye and repair it, which makes your wolf a customizable tank on 4 legs. And while untamed wolves don't actually play fetch with armadillos, the image of a wolf batting a rolled up armadillo around like a squeaky toy is honestly hilarious. Bonus fact, spiders are afraid of armadillos, unless the armadillo is rolled up. So, in a weird way, they're like nature's bug repellent with bonus cuteness. Number 3, the creeper, Minecraft's most iconic accident. Believe it or not, the creeper, arguably Minecraft's most recognizable mob, wasn't planned at all. During the early development days, Notch, the game's creator, was trying to code a pig, but accidentally swapped the height and length values in the model. Instead of a squat farm animal, he got a tall, awkward creature that just stared. Instead of deleting it, he leaned into the weirdness and thought, what if it exploded? And just like that, the creeper was born, one coding mistake away from becoming a barnyard pet. It first showed up during the survival test phase and quickly became both a meme and a menace. Its green color was chosen to help it blend into the grassy world, and its sad, pixelated face was the best menacing look Notch could pull off with the limited graphics back then. The result? A monster that's equal parts tragic and terrifying. Number 4, Minecraft finally gets a dash move. Players have been asking for a proper dash or dodge in Minecraft for years, and, well, it finally happened. Sort of. The new lunge enchantment for the spear gives you the ability to dash forward like you've got a mini jetpack hidden under your armor. It works kinda like Riptide, except you don't need to get wet first. Tap that attack just right and you'll shoot ahead in a quick burst of speed. Perfect for chasing down mobs, escaping danger, or looking extra cool while flying off cliffs, intentionally, hopefully. It's surprisingly useful in caves and combat. You can zip across gaps, dodge creeper explosions, or chain it into a charge attack for extra impact. So, dash forward like a hero, or straight into lava. Your call. Because yes, lava pools still exist, and yes, they're still waiting for you to mess up. Number 5. The mace can one-shot through Totem of Undying. The mace, added in the Tricky Trials update, isn't just another heavy hitter. It's practically a wrecking ball with manners. On its own, it's strong, but when you start stacking enchantments like Density for more impact from higher drops, and Breach to cut through armor, things get wild fast. Now, here's where the community started raising eyebrows. Players have noticed that a high-speed smash attack, especially from a tall drop, can sometimes bypass the Totem of Undying. Mojang hasn't officially confirmed this, but there are enough clips floating around to make it sound more than just rumor. So, the mace can hit so hard that it overwhelms the totem's activation window, turning what should have been a saved by the totem moment into a wait, what just happened? One-shot. It's made PvP a lot more unpredictable. The totem, once the ultimate safety net, suddenly feels a bit fragile. So if you see someone towering up with a mace in hand, maybe don't stick around to find out how high they're planning to fall. Number 6. Minecraft's new camera add-on is basically a photo mode. Ever spent way too long lining up the perfect screenshot of your build? The Vibrant Memories add-on is here to save your sanity. It's kind of just like a Minecraft photo studio. Freeze time, pick the perfect lighting, or change weather. Save camera angles so your shots are consistent. Remove your character from the frame. Finally, no more awkward floating player photos. Add background music and make albums. Yes, albums in Minecraft. It's like traveling through your world with a DSLR, but way faster and without sand in your lens. Perfect for screenshots, mini movies, or just showing off that epic castle you spent 10 hours on. This is pretty cool, but the next fact is even cooler. Number 7. New status effects that spawn mobs on death. Meet Infested and Oozing, the Chaos tier status effects from Tricky Trials. Normal debuffs? Boring. These ones are a full-on mob multiplication scheme. Kill a mob while it's infested? Silverfish everywhere. Oozing? Hello, slime army. It's perfect for players who love unpredictability. One minute you're winning a fight, next minute it's like the mob apocalypse decided to show up uninvited. You have to think strategically. Do I even want to finish this fight? It's equal parts terrifying and hilarious. Apply them with new potions or tipped arrows and suddenly, every skirmish becomes a tense, chaotic dance of dodging, weaving, and screaming. Bonus, clever players can even set traps where mobs multiply for extra XP or for the pure joy of watching someone else get chased by a slime horde while you sip tea in the safety of a treehouse. Number 8. The Sniffer Egg. Minecraft's little archaeology adventure. The Sniffer Egg might look like a cute decorative item, but it's actually one of the cooler additions from Minecraft 1.20. It ties directly into the new archaeology system, where you get to play a bit of Indiana Jones and brush away suspicious sand found in warm ocean ruins. Do it right, and you might uncover a Sniffer Egg, though it's pretty rare, since it's part of the archaeology loot table. Once you've got one, it takes about 20 minutes to hatch, or 10 minutes if you place it on moss. When it hatches, you'll meet the Sniffer, a gentle, dino-looking mob that sniffs up torchflower seeds and pitcher pods, both brand new decorative plants you can grow. Imagine finding a tiny dino that only wants to dig around in your sand. Cute, right? Until it steals your torchflower seeds, because who wouldn't want a tiny plant-sniffing dinosaur roaming their backyard? Number 9. Cherry blossom trees. Pretty, pink, and slightly panic-inducing. The Cherry Grove biome might be one of Minecraft's most peaceful additions. Soft pink trees, calm music, and petals floating through the air like a cozy spring dream. But there's a small catch. The custom fog and particle effects can throw off your sense of direction. Swim under the blossoms or explore caves, and suddenly you're like, wait, which way was I going? It's a subtle chaos mechanic. Harmless, but enough to make seasoned players stumble. Petals aren't just for show. You can collect them for pink dye or scatter them on the ground for decoration. Build a wedding arch, a magical garden, or just a chaos carpet for unsuspecting mobs. Mojang hasn't labeled it a hazard. It's more of a visual quirk, but it's one of those subtle touches that makes the world feel more alive. Number 10. The Spear. Minecraft's combat just got a new twist thanks to the Mounts of Mayhem update. They've added a spear, and it's not just another sword or axe. This weapon actually rewards you for moving fast. The faster you go, the harder you hit. So, if you're sprinting, riding a horse, or even gliding with elytra, your attacks pack extra punch. The spear has 2 main attacks. Jab, a quick poke that doesn't do much damage but can push mobs back. Charge, a powerful thrust that depends on your speed, aim, and timing. Getting good with it takes some practice, especially if you're trying to land those high-speed strikes mid-flight or from horseback. But once you nail it, it feels amazing. Sprint, jab, charge. Feels like parkour, but with more screaming mobs. Finally, a weapon that punishes you for sitting still. Goodbye, couch warriors. Now, if you're enjoying these weird Minecraft facts so far, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe so you don't miss the rest. Let's get back into it. Number 11. Calibrated Skulk Sensor. Minecraft's DJ of vibes. The calibrated skulk sensor is kind of Minecraft's way of saying, yes, we can make redstone cooler. Think of it as a super-tuned version of the regular skulk sensor. It still glows creepy blue, but now you get precision control over what it reacts to. Craft it with 1 skulk sensor plus 3 amethyst shards, and boom. You can filter vibrations by strength. Footsteps trigger 1 signal, block breaks trigger another. Secret doors, traps, or even custom mob music setups are all fair game. For instance, footsteps equals frequency 1, block breaks equals frequency 12. That means you can set it up to respond only to specific actions, perfect for secret doors, traps, or just some flashy redstone magic. It even has a comparator output that gives different pulse strengths depending on the vibration intensity, so advanced redstone builders can get ridiculously creative with it. Basically, it's a mob alert DJ. Play the wrong tune and everyone crashes the party. Number 12. Trial chambers now come with smart difficulty. If you've tried out the Tricky Trials update, you've probably already stumbled into the new trial chambers, those underground gauntlets packed with puzzles, traps, and mobs that seem way too organized for comfort. But the coolest part is that they actually adjust their difficulty based on how many players are nearby. This happens thanks to trial spawners, which scale the challenge in real time. If you're riding solo, you'll face a manageable fight, but if you bring your whole crew, the game cranks things up, spawning more enemies and tougher ones too. It's kind of Minecraft's take on adaptive difficulty, so things always stay just challenging enough to be fun. Of course, the rewards get better the riskier it gets. Completing chambers earns you trial keys, which open special vaults full of randomized loot, gear, rare items, and sometimes even enchanted stuff you can't easily craft. And here's a surprisingly wholesome detail. Sometimes, iron golems will place flowers on oxidized copper golems as if paying their respects. It's a tiny animation most players miss, but it gives the whole update this oddly touching moment. Number 13. Ghast sounds, straight from a sleepy cat. You know those haunting cries that echo across the Nether? Turns out they're not some fancy sound design magic. They're actually recordings of C418's pet cat, caught making noises while half asleep and mildly annoyed. C418, Minecraft's original composer and sound designer, decided to tweak and stretch those sleepy cat sounds until they became the eerie wails we now associate with Ghasts. It's kind of hilarious when you think about it. One of the game's scariest mobs is powered by a grumpy house cat. Number 14. Endermen. They're actually speaking English. Kind of. Those weird glitchy whispers that Endermen make sound like otherworldly gibberish, but they're actually English words played backward. If you reverse the audio, you can clearly hear phrases like hi, hello, and what's up, all slowed down and distorted to sound alien. Mojang even confirmed this little secret in Bedrock Edition loading tips, and fans have tested it by reversing the sound files themselves. It's both cool and kind of unsettling when you realize the tall, teleporting shadow creature sneaking up on you might actually be trying to say hi. Number 15. Bogged skeletons, swamp archers with a poisonous twist. Minecraft 1.21 introduced bogged skeletons, mossy swamp variants of the classic skeleton. These guys are trickier than your average archer. They spawn in swamps and are about twice as rare as normal skeletons, or from trial spawners, and their arrows come with a nasty twist, poison-tipped shots that linger for 6 seconds at poison 2. Killing a bogged skeleton is satisfying too. There's an 11.5% chance it will drop 2 to 3 poison arrows naturally, no looting enchantment required. They're still vulnerable to fire like regular skeletons, but their swamp camouflage makes them perfect ambush artists. Light them up with flint and steel though, and they make surprisingly easy XP farms. Number 16. Copper Golems. The Copper Golem is one of the cutest mechanical companions in Minecraft. Introduced in the Copper Age update, these little guys slowly oxidize over time, turning green and eventually freezing into statues if you don't wax them. Waxed copper golems keep moving and doing their thing, while unwaxed ones become decorative pieces, so living art that eventually turns into actual art. Now, sometimes iron golems plant flowers on fully oxidized copper golems, like a tiny robotic version of a funeral. It's a quiet little Easter egg that adds a surprising bit of character and charm to the game world, proof that Minecraft has a soft side even for its mechanical mobs. Number 17. Wind charges. The wind charge in 1.21 is basically a tiny, throwable chaos machine. You could say snowballs on steroids. They knock mobs back 5 to 7 blocks, give you a little boost when you jump, and even interact with redstone from a distance. That means doors open, bells ring, and TNT triggers, all without you touching a single block. You craft them using breeze rods, which drop from the new breeze mob and trial chambers, and you can stack up to 64 for some seriously over-the-top fun. The weirdest part? They act like wireless redstone signals by triggering observers with block updates. Basically, you've got a remote TNT cannon in your pocket, perfect for chaos, parkour stunts, or just terrorizing mobs from afar. Number 18. Raids just got a potion upgrade. Raids in 1.21 got a serious power-up thanks to the ominous bottle. Drink one while holding Bad Omen, and your standard village raid transforms into an ominous raid, kind of like the regular Illager chaos, but stronger, faster, and even more chaotic. Illagers spawn with soul fire, extra traps, and the loot is sweeter, double emerald drops. Even the raid captain's banner changes to a more ominous variant, giving your village defense a seriously intense aesthetic. Skulk sensors screech, mobs swarm from every angle, and your previously peaceful village suddenly feels like a trial chamber with beds. So, if you thought defending villagers was easy, think again. These raids are not messing around. Grab your armor and your best strategy, because chaos is coming. Number 19, new paintings. Minecraft 1.21 added 20 new paintings, and they're more than just decorative pixel art. They're full of little secrets and developer jokes. For example, Bouquet is rumored to be a dev self-portrait. Skeleton Applause references early mob vote events. And the creepiest, Wanderer, which shows a lone figure surrounded by cherry blossoms, a subtle nod to the Cherry Grove biome from 1.20. Hang these in your builds, and while there's no official magical effect, players swear some of them, especially near trial spawners, seem to add mysterious particles, giving your room a slightly haunted vibe. Easter egg or placebo? Doesn't matter, they're perfect for gallery builds that are just a little cursed. Number 20, /tick command. The new /tick command in 1.21 is basically a developer's cheat turned sandbox chaos machine. Set the tick rate to 0 and time freezes, mobs stop mid-step, creepers halt mid-hiss, and yet redstone keeps ticking along like nothing's wrong. It's eerie, surreal, and endlessly fun to experiment with. Crank the tick rate to 1000 though, and things get ridiculous. Entities start rubber banding, AI glitches out, breezes and particles bounce around like pinballs. It's total chaos in your world. Use it carefully, or your survival world will turn into a surreal mob ballet slideshow. Perfect for machinima, experiments, or just watching your villagers freak out in slow motion. And that's a wrap. 20 weird, wild, and wonderfully weird facts about Minecraft you probably didn't know. Which one blew your mind the most? Or did you have a favorite update or mob we didn't mention? Comment below and let's geek out together. If you like this deep dive, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you're first in line for the next batch of crazy gaming trivia. Until next time, stay dizzy. Now go touch grass. After you build some first.